Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again with another response video, and boy oh boy do we have a situation here. But of course, the first situation I have to talk about is the abhorrent state of my voice. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have a combination of a cold, a sore throat, and way too much fun at karaoke, and this is going to be the end result. So if this is something that you're not very happy with, don't worry, I'm not very happy with it either. It is what it is. We just have to proceed as planned. Anyways, getting ourselves back on track. I uploaded a video around 48 hours ago. I uploaded this video. Rexlent is a massive hypocrite. Rules for thee, not for me. And what Rexlent basically did was he uploaded a drama video. A genre of content that he has publicly condemned many times, and essentially referred to CCs that would cover that sort of content as essentially second-class citizens. But now that Rexlent has decided to make his own drama content, suddenly now drama's okay, and also Rexlent's drama is a lot better than everyone else's drama, or it's more valid, it's more allowed. So you can kind of see, right? We have an elitist mentality when it comes to everything. And one thing that's clear is that the response to this video has been, without a doubt, mixed. You can see over here, I've actually got the dislike ratio actually planned out, or just the plugin one. It's not looking that great. And when you take a look at some of my channel statistics from this video, oh boy, they're not looking that great either. You can see I lost about 40 subscribers from this one. A lot of watch time, though. This one's going to make a good bit of money. But yeah, I lost about 40 subscribers from this video. But once you see the actual type of comments that have been getting left, once you see the actual brigading that's been going on in some other communities, and of course, once you see some of the other things that a lot of supporters of Rexlent have been up to, well, ladies and gentlemen, I think you'll be just as happy as me that these individuals aren't going to be watching too much of my stuff anymore. So let's go ahead. Let's start breaking it all down, and let's talk a little bit about what's going on. This video is one that got brigaded. And you want to know how I know? Okay, yeah, it got posted in probably the worst Twitter group I've ever seen, Gotcha Grill. There was actually multiple posts made regarding this video. You can see over here, it's at about 19.3K views on this one. Then you got 8.4K on this one. And basically, whenever you have a video of mine posted on Twitter, that's an open invitation for losers with way too much time to go in and then just start mass upvoting the comments that they agree with, and their morals are absolutely in the fucking dumpster depths of hell. So the stuff that they're upvoting is some of the dumbest shit or most vile shit ever. And, of course, downvote the actual reasonable comments that are actually talking about the stuff in the vid. As you can see over here, this post got a lot of engagement. I have a lot of unemployed individuals who are currently in the process of attacking my channel. And so I thought, why don't we go ahead and talk about the various sides that are involved in the defense of Rexlent over here. I had a lot of critiques for him. And don't worry, the critiques are actually going to continue. But before I do that, I think we need to provide some context on Gotcha Grill as a whole. This is essentially a community of, I think the best word to use to describe it is PDFs, incest lovers, and people who harass VAs. We have proof for pretty much all of these. And while I don't want to show proof for the first two, I can very easily pull up proof for the third that I just talked about, because that just involves me talking about a video that I've already made in the past. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at this one. We had this video over here. I'm disgusted. And this is basically where I went over in that Gotcha Grill group. You can see it over here. Individuals who are publicly calling for the harassment of Alto's VA because he made a joke about Brant loving him if he comes home early on a 50-50. Yep, he made a joke about that, and then they basically made a public outcry to go harass him, report him to customer support, all of that good shit. If you want proof of the other claims that I made, stuff about, you know, the PDFs and the incest, I don't really want to show them on stream, so I'll just collect screenshots of those. Editors, you can just post them up right next to my pretty new face, my pretty new haircut, like, I don't know, like here. And then we'll just kind of like go from there. I don't think we need to talk about that too much. Now, let's go ahead and get into the absolute craziness that has been going on in my comments section and just talk a little bit more about some of the people that have unsubscribed from me. Talk to you a little bit more about some of the Rextards that have invaded my comments section. And of course, the absurdly low IQ of the individuals involved. One thing that I forgot to realize as I was recording this video on vacation, you can see I'm clearly on vacation, there's a different background, right? Was that I spent way too much time talking to individuals who had an IQ above single digits. And I realized that if I was going to be making a video addressing Rexlent and his community, I really had to level down. And unfortunately, I didn't do that. So what we're going to be doing today is making sure that when we communicate these points, we are appealing to the lowest common denominator, so there's not really as much room for misinterpretation. Because the amount of misinterpretation, misunderstanding, and just inability to actually listen to what was being said and form a coherent thought was fucking absurd. So let's go ahead. Let's start breaking down some of the stuff. It's really hard to take anything you say seriously when you clearly just don't like Rexlent. Seems to me more like finally I can do a gotcha moment again against this type of guy. So one of the main points that I bring up in this video over here is the fact that Rexlent ruined the Punishing Gray Raven community. And what I mean by ruined the Punishing Gray Raven community is simple. Rexlent released this video about Narushio_Wuwa Zane 5 days ago. This video essentially goes into years and months beyond the years of drama that Narushio had been up to, where he had basically been skirting by through the rules. He had been going ahead. He had basically been lying to individuals, doing all this negative stuff, bad actions for the community as a whole, right? He made this video. And then immediately afterwards, for some odd reason, a bunch of other Punishing Gray Raven CCs now start making their own videos. But look at this.
The admins of
the stuff that these Punishing Gray Raven CCs are upset about is from issues in February 28th, 2024. Just a reminder for the current date. It is October 27th, 2025 at the time of recording this. This is like over a year and 6 months fucking old. This is like over like 500 days old. Do you want to know why this wasn't made a video 500 days ago? Because of this motherfucker. Because he was the golden boy of PGR. Probably still is. Because he spends hundreds of thousands of dollars on the game and gets fucking VIP beta access because he literally spends so much money. The figurehead of the community, who essentially is the gatekeeper, the arbiter of what type of content is deemed okay in the community. And because he was so against any type of drama content, any type of calling somebody out, any type of perceived toxicity, well then guess what, guys? Nobody's allowed to actually talk about their issues. You can even see in Phantom Locks' thumbnail over here, June 24th, 2024. There's even more shit. That's a little bit more recent, but it's still over a fucking year ago. Why is it that these individuals don't speak out about the horrible things Narushio is doing in the present at the time that it's occurring? It's because Rexlent, basically, due to his caustic fucking narrative of drama being such terrible content that nobody should do unless they're a lower class, second class, third class citizen CC. Nobody's going to make content calling out when people are doing dumb fucking things. And what Rexlent essentially allowed to happen in the PGR community due to his toxic way of communicating how bad drama content is he allowed Narushio to basically do whatever the fuck he wanted for years. Giving CCs like Phantom Locks grief. Giving CCs like Mimic Souls grief. And it's all because of this guy controlling the narrative in PGR, because he literally spends so much money that he gets special privileges from Kuro Games. And the end result is that Narushio gets to sabotage the community from within in PGR and in Wuwa for years on end. And there's a lot of dipshits in my comments section from Rexlent's community who have decided to go ahead and paint this narrative that I'm trying to defend Narushio. They're painting the narrative that I'm trying to actually defend him. And the funny thing is that, well, I said they're low IQ individuals for a reason. Because all you have to do is go to about 8 minutes and 23 seconds into my video, and you'll hear this.
You have.
And I'm not going to say that what Narushio's doing is correct. Narushio is a dipshit here. He's an absolute moron. This is some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. But you want to know what would have been great? Hearing about it earlier.
And my point still stands. Why allow all of these bad things to happen and keep happening with no consequence? Oh, right. It's because Rexlent said drama content isn't allowed. And if you make it, you're a toxic CC. And so, somebody does something super dumb. Somebody does something super stupid. Somebody does stuff that makes the community bad, and you're not allowed to talk about it, or you're a drama CC causing toxicity. And look what happens. You end up in a situation where CCs are literally all holding their fucking tongues about things that happened over 1.5 years ago because they've essentially been put on a fucking gag order by Rexlent and his dog shit, dog-brained community that will just start dogpiling you if you do anything that their daddy says you're not allowed to do. And the thing is, you don't see any comments talking about that dynamic in my comments section. The only comments that you see are, you just don't like Rexlent. You only made this video because you don't like Rexlent. I don't like him. But I also made this video to highlight the dynamic of how he's ruined the community for a fucking game, and then also proceeded to allow creators like Narushio to operate undercover, get away with all of these awful things that they're talking about are so bad, but then they got the knowledge that he's doing all these fucked up things, like stealing company assets, trying to sell live 2Ds under like his name, what's it called? Try to like get editors to like work for free, beg for money for a GPU, all of that. They just allow him to keep doing those things over and over and over again. Like he's playing like fucking thrift store Winter Soldier. Because Rexlent made it so you weren't allowed to talk about the issues. But then suddenly, and this is the important part, why is it that both of these videos come out after Rexlent's? Oh, right. It's because Rexlent made the drama content now, so now drama's okay. And now, after years of dealing with Narushio's shit, now these CCs are finally allowed to speak. Because Rexlent finally gave permission. Because let me tell you this, if he didn't make this video, these videos don't get made either. I'll put fucking money on that. Oh, I'll put so much fucking money on. If Rexlent doesn't make this video, these videos are never made, and nobody else gets to find out more about the fucked up things that Narushio's been doing to ruin the communities. And that's what it is, right? And we got Sushi over here, been telling people. But that's the thing. People should have known. People should have known earlier, and it should have happened earlier. But because Rexlent over here has been so adamant about drama being the worst thing ever, and that it's a thing only for lesser Western CCs, nobody talks about it until he does. And bro, Rexlent is basically an accomplice here. I'm just going to be honest. Bro is basically should have been like a designated reporter to just talk about it. But because he was so against drama content, borderline illegal things, if you want to call them that, were happening. And then Zane was allowed to get away with whatever he wanted for years. And only now it's starting to get addressed. Dear God, are you guys beginning to see now how this is more than me just disliking Rexlent? Because don't worry, since we decided to open the door to the idea of me disliking Rexlent, I'll just fling it I'll just fling it completely open and give you all the reasons for why I dislike Rexlent. But before we do that, we got a couple more comments to read. Rexlent is right, IMO. The funny thing is, I don't even say Rexlent is necessarily wrong in the video. What I mainly say is, how the fuck is half the shit he's saying relevant? Like when he goes off on a fucking tangent and talks about ketchup for like 10 minutes. That's not my B-roll, that's his. That's mainly my commentary. I don't say Rexlent's wrong, but I say his argumentation is fucking dog shit. I skipped so much of his video because so much of it was absolute nonsense. It's like shit like this. You'll notice that a lot of people are also spreading the narrative. Say, you're just salty because you're bad at the game. You're salty. You only made this video talking shit about Rexlent because he's better than you at Wuthering Waves. And you'll notice the people spamming comments like that. Oh. Yeah, they definitely are parts of my community. Yeah, I'm totally not getting brigaded over here. Oh, right, we already have the proof and the evidence that was... Oh, right, yeah, you know what, never mind. And there were people that got upset with me, or trying to say that me deleting comments, when this is like I left a couple of them up for the purposes of this video. I deleted comments like this that came from people that had never commented on my channel before, that were all spamming the same thing, butthurt, salty, noob, whatever, so on and so forth. I was just like, yeah, nah, I'm just getting spammed at this point. I might as well just block all these people now. So that's the whole blocking situation that we got going on. Now let me get to my actual favorite one. And this is how I know I'm dealing with retarded children. Watch 25 minutes so far, and all I took away from this is that Saint, me, is getting dragged through the mud for... What the fuck? What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Why am I on a Jello Impact video? I really can't understand why Saint is so into bad-mouthing Rexlent, while Rexlent doesn't even care about Saint and minding his own business on Narushio. I feel like we've already clearly indicated how he's ruined the PGR community. I feel like talking about that alone would be enough of a reason to critique Rexlent, but like I said, that was too highbrow. I'm dealing with a stupid audience over here. The idea of that dynamic existing was too complicated for the individuals who are, A, commenting like this, and then B, also upvoting it. Because, well, would you look at that? Guess people nowadays just don't watch a video. That's the thing, right? This is what Rexlent defenders are like. They are basically just going to go ahead and completely not even see what's in the video. They'll see that it critiques Rexlent and then just say it's wrong without even knowing what's in it. When, again, the dynamic that I talked about with the PGRCCs not being able to make the content they want because of his restrictions that he's put on the fucking community, that is like, that's just, there's evidence and fucking proof of that. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said before, we're dealing with stupid people here. That's the community. It's really unfortunate. And this is the one saving grace of the situation. We should be thanking ourselves every day that Rexlent never really became the Wuwa CC. We should be thanking ourselves every fucking day that never happened, because the same fucking shit that he did to ruin PGR, he would have done to Wuthering Waves. The same fucking shit. And you would have so much dumb fucking stuff going on behind the scenes, because Rexlent and his brain-dead fucking cronies, his Rextards, would just be going around putting gag orders on everybody, trying to talk about any issues in the space. Oh, I thank God every day he did not make it big. Yeah, you should just watch this video. He gets broke. It's like 10K on Wuwa. It is what it is. Now, let's talk about my favorite comment that was left by a Rexlent viewer, and of course, upvoted by his viewers. Because even Rexlent's viewers don't understand Rexlent's own video. Let's start reading this one out. Watch 25 minutes so far. All I took away from this is that Saint is getting drugged through the mud for things he legitimately did that aren't okay. And instead of Saint or me owning up to them, he tries his best to come up with shitty arguments how this is all irrelevant, outdated. He insults the intelligence of the person who uploaded the video or hones in on anything other than things he is blamed for. Classic fake victim mentality. Dude, just fucking own up and apologize and stop being a man-child. Christ. You should use this video to address why you tried to ask someone to commit a crime and how you are stealing official Kuro assets, but instead you are spending your time insulting someone's train of thought. Lamau. What a clown as usual. 39 upvotes. So, let's just scroll up here for a second. Saint reacts to Rexlent's dismantling of Narushio. About Narushio. Saint dissects Rexlent's criticisms of Narushio. And yet, you somehow have 39 Rexlent viewers all upvoting a comment saying that Narushio is me. These guys are retarded. I don't know what else to even say at this point. I should have deleted, if I honestly wasn't going to farm it, I should have just deleted that comment. But the thing is, I'm actually just baffled that there are this many people who are this fucking stupid. Like, you have 3 different sources. You have the summary telling you it's Narushio. You have Rexlent himself in his fucking title telling you it's Narushio. And then in every single, like, Discord message that he shows, they all say Narushio. I'm stun-locked from the stupidity. This is the thing. It's almost unbelievable that somebody could be this stupid. It's almost more unbelievable that there are also 39 people upvoting this. And guys, I responded here, and then there are people still following up under the implication that this is me. Outed himself by proving what this very comment just said about him, throwing insults like no tomorrow. I said that this guy had the reading comprehension skills of a summer ant because he was not able to connect the dots that Narushio is the one with these accusations, not fucking me. And so we got retard number 2 with 9 other retards upvoting this one. Then the retard comes back. Your drama has no proofs of anything. On the other side, he has proofs. In this video, you were just shit-talking on Rex. It's clear how much you hate Rex because Rex was dragging you with all the receipts. And so now people are spreading the narrative that I just hate Rexlent because I was the one getting dragged when all you can see in the fucking video is Narushio. And the funniest part is that I actually show up in the video and Narushio calls me a retard. It's almost okay, this is the thing. Right? It's mind-blowing that this has occurred. And I just want to say, it wouldn't be that bad if, like, that comment didn't have a lot of engagement and it was downvoted. It's the fact that this one is getting mass upvoted by retards in this community and then retards in Rexlent's community. And they're just all brigading this video with, like, instead of the people's elbow, it's like the disabled elbow. And then all, like, buddying up together to do, like, the most brain-damaged human pyramid I've ever seen. And the best part about all of it is this. This is where I lose subscribers. But this is where I'm not unhappy to lose subscribers.
He's right, though, and everyone can see it. And before you go ahead and make another video saying how you got astroturfed, this is your own audience. People aren't as dumb as you think. No. You are retarded. And I am so glad that despite being an individual who has left 100+ comments on my profile, that you are no longer sub to me. Because you are so fucking dumb, it is unbelievable to believe that despite the fact that to believe that I'm the one being referred to in this vid, even when A, the description says it's Narushio, the title of the video in the description says it's Narushio, and then the YouTube AI summary says it's Narushio. And then this is in the video. But then we're going ahead, and because our golden boy Rexlent, our king, the best punishing Grey Raven and Wuthering Waste player ever, he's getting insulted. I must defend him. I'm a Saint viewer, but my loyalties lie elsewhere. Saint, you're betraying your community. Saint, you're not listening to criticism. Saint, this is your audience. No, you're not. You're too retarded to be my audience. And so this is what I did. When I saw people being this openly fucking stupid and this unable to just have a functioning brain IQ, this is what I did. I went like this, and then I click hide user from channel. And that's why I made a post about it. Because these guys are fucking maliciously dumb. And that's what I did. And a lot of people took me banning dipshits from my channel as me somehow censoring my community. And my favorite part over here, they said I'm creating an echo chamber. I'm just stopping the spread of global retardation. I'm not creating an echo chamber. You guys are too stupid to leave YouTube comments. If you can't even understand what's even going on in the video, Like, there's just no understanding going on at all, and then there's that many people upvoting it. It's either brigaded or you have zero IQ. It's one or the other. So I'm either banning brigaders or I'm banning people who are literally too dumb to actually be leaving comments. I just gave you the proof that it's one of those two. And so when that's the case, I don't feel very bad at all for banning anybody during this span of time. Because you guys have seen firsthand the intense amount of stupidity that is in this comment section. And I'm going to be real. If aliens saw this, they would orbital nuke this planet. I'm telling you, I'm just trying to prevent that. I'm just trying to prevent that type of grim future. Because holy fuck, this has been an insane experience on my end. I don't know what it is about Rexlent. What does he do to make people this retarded? Like, what is it about Rexlent that gets people to just like, when the topical area is about Rexlent, what is it about him that makes people's like IQ drop by 100 points before engaging in any type of discussion regarding him? Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows. But what I can tell you is that I'm not somebody that has fallen under, like, bro's like the fucking Threnodian at this point. Yeah, honestly, Rexlent kind of reminds you of the Threnodian. And once you think about it, yeah, he's like Fenrico before the purification. He just turns all of his cronies into absolute fucking dipshits, goes to sick them on comment sections, and then you end up with all the shit that I just showed you. It just ends up with all of the shit that I just showed you. So I don't really think I need to dive into this anymore. So now let me cap this off with why I don't like Rexlent. A lot of people have said, right, oh, saying all you did in this video was, repeatedly show that one clip, right, where you're like really upset that he talked about drama CCs. You just must be mad that you're dog shit at the game. Well, let me give some additional context over here. This was the original statement. The latest hologram is going to cook everyone. It's the hardest holo to date. Not fallacy. Expect the Western CCs to not clear it at all. And this is what we said. This got reacted to by Tectone, who called him a racist. This got reacted to by Gotcha Smack, who I don't think Gotcha Smack straight up says it's racist, but I think the word blatant prejudice towards Westerners is pretty close to being considered racist. And then I made my own video on this tweet as well and said, this is a pretty fucked up thing to say. And this is what I want you all to pay close attention to. This was made on December 27th, 2024. Look at this date. Then Rexlent makes a clarification on January 4th after he got called a racist by 3 Western CCs. Actually, it was drama CCs. No, it wasn't. I didn't mean Western CCs. I actually meant it was just the drama ones. It's just the drama ones. I didn't mean the Western ones. I didn't mean all Westerners. So, bro basically is, without a doubt, extremely prejudiced. I think he just doesn't like people in the West. I still think he doesn't. That's one of the reasons why I don't like him. Another reason why I don't like him is the fact that he decided to, instead of just apologizing for being fucking prejudiced, maybe won't say racist, right? Instead of just apologizing just for being prejudiced and being a fucking dickhead for no reason other than just being an elitist at a video game, he instead pivots. Instead of just taking, I don't know, the reasonable way out that a functioning adult over the age of 25 would probably do. He's like 40 something, by the way. So yeah, this is what I mean. He's like an immature motherfucker. He instead just goes ahead and re-clarifies so that he's no longer a racist. Now he's just somebody that's against drama CCs. He basically just doubles down. And once you realize the past things that Rexlent has said on his Discord, well, it's a little bit funny, isn't it? I just want to play you a bit of a quote from Rexlent's video before we dive into this next piece. And don't worry, I'm going to use the transcript feature to actually find it this time. This is going to be a very, very poetic section over here. Let me just look up Control Find and then Discord. Get ready, guys. Oh, this one's going to be an absolute fucking turbo banger.
Of course, it's understandable how a CC behaves online in a public platform versus how they talk on Discord. But
Yeah.
the contrast in this is staggering.
Yeah, so basically, one of the reasons why I call Rexlent a raging fucking hypocrite is that he's giving Narushio justified criticism, right? For how Narushio conducts himself very immaturely, right? In a non-professional way on Discord, right? Begs, cries, does all that shit, whatever. Pathetic shit, right? Then Rexlent proceeds to go ahead and starts grandstanding about how superior his conduct is. I'm at a 90% similarity level. I'm an A rank. A plus, actually. I act the same way on Discord that I do on my other platforms.
It's different from how I talk about things online and how I talk about things on Discord. I'm pretty much maybe 90% the same person.
Keep that number in mind, 90%.
You want to find dirt on me? I'm going to be talking like how I talk in Discord and on stream.
You want to find dirt on me? I'll be talking like how I talk on Discord and on stream. Okay, let's check out how he talks on Discord. Huh. Is this the 10%? It's only one message, right? It's only one message. Hey, it's only one message, right? It could easily fall under the 10%, right? This is your golden boy, by the way. This is the guy grandstanding about how professional his conduct is on his Discord. And by the way, this was a search done on his Discord. So you got Black Goku Black over here with this incredible statement. Not being banned or their message deleted, and it's just on his Discord. So essentially, Rexlent just openly allows people to say shit like this on his Discord. And naturally, joins in on it himself. And believe me, there's probably more. There's probably more. This is your golden boy. This is who you have decided to lower your IQ by about 100 points to defend and actively lie in my comments section about. This is why I don't like Rexlent. Not because he said I'm bad at a game. Not because he's better at a game than me. Because he's fucking vile. He's just... I see shit like this and I'm just like, this dude is nauseating. This dude disgusts me. And the fact that he has so much pull with Kuro Games, when he's just allowing people to say the most racist shit possible on his Discord openly, doesn't moderate it, joins in himself, and then has the balls to go ahead and then say, and then just brag about how fucking good his conduct is crazy. This is why I don't like this guy. This is why I called him a fucking hypocrite. And you want to know what? I didn't even show this stuff, right? Because I didn't feel the need to go that far. I actually wanted it to, like, just be about gacha games. But now, since you guys have decided to say that it's just personal, that I made this just because I don't like Rexlent, well, then I'll give you reasons for why nobody should like Rexlent. And instead of making this personal, I'll just make it general to the entire population that plays any game at all. Because he is racist. You might have been able to say prejudice before, but if you're openly allowing comments like this on your Discord, if you're joining in on it yourself, I will say, I think you're racist. Or at least you're pretty damn close to it. Otherwise, how else is this guy not permanently banned on his Discord? Why is this message able to be looked up? unless the moderation team and the administrator of this Discord, who is Rexlent, approves of it. So that's why I don't like Rexlent, guys. Not because he's better at the game than me, but because I genuinely think he is a bad human being. And hopefully, this breakdown, this overview, has highlighted to those that, well, I'm just going to be honest here, hardly have 2 fucking brain cells to rub together, that have been invading my comment section, that have been blocked. There's a reason why I called them Rextards. Hopefully this breakdown has revealed to you all the truth behind this matter. And believe me when I say this, I know you might think this is a little bit nuclear, but if this community of Rexlent lovers, Rexlent fans, wasn't this fucking dumb, I probably wouldn't need to make this follow-up. But when I'm getting brigaded on at least 3 or 4 different sides, I'll bring out the big guns. Because don't worry, my memory is really good, and I remembered that these messages were sent. So, yeah, good luck, buddy. Let me know what you all thought. Peace.